Hey there, welcome back to Starcraft 2, or welcome if you're new, good to have you here either way, nice to see you, nice to have you around. Back at you once again with my little road to master. Still on that Baneling grind. I've decided that until I lock this build order down and decide that I'm like actually comfortable with it, not just as comfortable as I thought I was with it, then I'll move on. I already know what I'm gonna do next, but this is the goal for now. So there's gonna be a lot of Banelings in the near future. ZVP for game 1 here on Ultra Love. Just get all the intro stuff out of the way here. Get all my camera hotkeys out of the way. Build this overlord on my ramp. Get a worker going. I've been practicing build orders like a decent chunk more. I find that it's like all I can think about when I play this game right now. I just want to grind them out even more because I realized how like kind of sloppy with it I actually am. But I'll have to move on from that here. Playing against a Protoss, this build can work sometimes. It depends how I go about things though. I don't have a great versus Protoss win rate in general. I find that I'm pretty useless in the mid game against most of their army compositions. So hopefully the game doesn't go that long. I also don't do too well in the early game though, because if this is a cannon rush probe, then I could be having a bad time. Get workers going onto the gas. Let's follow this probe around, I suppose. Move back down, get an overlord down here. My base and the spawning pool are just about to come up. So I can just about start building queens, but for now I'm kind of just locked until that happens. Building a pretty typical wall, cybercore, and a gateway. Gonna move my overlord over here. Don't need to lose any of that. So the pool came up. Gotta get a couple workers. I might try to send like a depth or something across. Make sure that I remember to get speed. My queens are on their way. Workers down here. Go kill his probe. I don't think they ever catch it without speed, so I just back up. No point. This worker is going to turn into a baneling nest. And I'm going to start pumping out some guys. I do got to make sure that I don't entirely forget to get overlords, even if these ones are still late. I won't be as delayed as I normally am, but I'm still going to be a little bit delayed. Yeah, they popped out about when I was going for things anyways. I feel like I could get like one more overlord over here for now. Just build 2 for safety. Wait for the next inject. These lings can all turn into banes pretty easily. Back up real quick, wait for more ling reinforcements to show up. I don't think he's seen the Banes yet, so he burned his sentry energy early, but he can spend on that, right? I'm pretty sure. Build all this stuff, get all these lings into a hot group together. It burned a lot more energy. I'm just going to build more lings and send them across. I feel like he's focusing a lot on that front, and I'm hoping that I'm out macroing him behind it all. I have no proof that I am, but you know. Get these gases online. All these workers need more shit. I still haven't actually spent the banelings on the wall. Okay, I got the sentries down. His wall's in a bad spot. I want to kill this pylon, build more workers. Kill this. Just back out for the stalkers at the moment. He's gonna rebuild that pylon. Build more workers. I want to get those gases online eventually. This needs to be working. This needs to be upgrading, so I probably have to just go into roaches, even though he has a bunch of stalkers. I don't know if this is enough lings to do real damage, but I guess I could go find out. No, it won't be. He doesn't have a base down here though, so that's one advantage I can take, and just build like a whole bunch of drones while he's contained and just making sure he gets his shit online. Probably built too many though. I need to get some of these guys onto gas in this base. Just send everybody to work, everybody do their jobs. And this will go great for me. Seemed like he had a ground focus at the time.
Spawn more overlords.
More overlords, probably a good call.
Not enough energy.
Grab the roach upgrade. Just gonna get the infestation pit early, and I'm gonna go up to hydras at some point. Quickly build a bunch of workers. He doesn't have an extra base yet, so he's either just building a big 2-base army and gonna try to wipe me out, or he's been very set back by all the harassment. One of the two. I feel like hydras come up pretty quick. Is that a hallucination?
Not enough energy. We require more minerals. Not enough
Spend my money real quick. Turn both of you into gas.
mineral field.
Spend my workers. Move you to this base. Turn it into another one.
Mineral field.
Move a couple of you down here. Get these lings out of the way.
Mineral field. Mutation. Complete.
Air would be really good against Colossi, but I'll just have to get like a bunch of roaches to go with the hydras as a kind of tank line, I suppose. Try to hold out for this base upgrade. Hopefully I have enough economy to just pump out an army now. But I am kind of supply blocked, so that's not going to go too well for me.
Spawn more overlords. The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I'm doing like okay, but this still isn't a good fight. Just have to back up and just pull this base out of the way, I think. Just whatever lives, lives. If anything lives. That's a big army. He's built a lot on the 2 base.
Our forces are under attack.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to build enough to fight this off. I was hoping the Hydras would be able to do more damage, but it didn't work out for me. I think I needed to kill the sentry or whatever was giving that aura a lot faster.
We require more minerals.
Yeah, like I can't imagine running this. Maybe I should have just spammed more waves of lings and just kept like gone for the killing blow after I got through his wall and got the pylon down and stuff. Forced him to defend it, but I don't know how well I would have been able to deal with those I don't know how well I would have been able to deal with those stalkers. And if he could get a good count of them up again, and if he could like get his wall solidly back in place, then I mean I don't know. It would be a pretty hard position to fight back through, but I'd be able to at least get that gateway down as it was warping back in, I'm pretty sure. It would be weak. Oh well, like I said, I've always had a hard time actually getting through the Protoss wall with that. Maybe I should just build more veins? Like wait till I have a few more. 2, 3, see if that's enough to just on average pop one of the gates in the wall. Alright, well into the next game. I feel like I should just, realistically, probably just try to macro up to 3 base and pump out Hydras as fast as possible. Just make those like my 2 goals. I feel like that would do good in most games. One thing I need to mess around with in a practice tool, or like in just custom games or something along those lines, is I need to just work on putting things in control groups as I'm like building them in the eggs, because I can just make this worker into like a control group and just use it in the future, but it's not something I ever really do. And I feel like it would be just an easy way to just get my control groups in order that I just don't use, that my brain just doesn't really think about. That's definitely something that could up my gameplay in the future, because a big part of what stops me from using control group, oh, where are you going? A big part of what stops me from using control groups is just my lack of ability to use them efficiently. And like add stuff to them constantly, and so things get left out that I need to be in, and then I have to go back and I end up wasting a lot of time. And so if I got that down in like a custom game or something like that, it could get me to the point where I just have the control groups ready and available to use at all times, and then from there I can move on to potentially just not relying on all army in situations where it's getting me killed. That sounds like a good plan. Moving Overlord down there. Jerry's heading across the map. Phil's still turning into a base, doing his best. I wonder if my opponent's named their Overlord. Get a couple Zerglings. Sometimes I neglect them, and I feel like it's... the reward isn't even that high, because I have to wait on injects and stuff anyways to spend the money for what I'm trying to do. So I don't even think it's really ever worth doing with my current build. Man, this creep that's like an extended lack of creep between my first 2 bases. I started my speed a little bit late. I might be able to sneak around down here and see what he's going for. See if he's going for like roaches or something. Couple more worker. Build. Baneling nest. Getting a spine crawler, so he's trying to play defensively. Oh no. Okay, well, I lost them. And I forgot to build my queens on time again. It's like, I'm getting a lot better at it in practice, but it's still not down pat. I need to remember every time my queens pop, at the very least. It's like a good little indicator. Because, like, I can't get my brain to look at the top right corner. I don't know why. It's one of those habits where if I could fix it, it just immediately cuts a lot of my combat problems just in half.
We require more Vespine. Not enough energy.
Gonna build this. Gonna go build another base because I have too much extra money.
Not enough energy.
Build more lings. Send them out. He sees me building shit. He sees it running across.
We require more Vespine gas.
Wait for reinforcements, then I'll go. Get that base online, get this upgrading for the future. Let's do this. Okay, his wall's down, so he'll have to repair that at the very least, but I don't think that was a very good trade as far as Baneling busts go, unless I get some kind of a follow-up in the future here. But this base is upgrading this time around. I did remember to start that. I just need to get gases online, which could be hard. You're gonna need a lot of lings because he has roaches. I never did end up actually scouting. That's also a weakness of mine. I have a lot of weaknesses. Gonna get a shit ton of lings because I need some kind of defense. Get my creep spreading. Get another inject down. Start getting up to hydras. More workers, get all this gas and shit. I don't even know if I really should fight this. I should just build more shit. Yeah, I just spent all my larvae on stupid shit too. Okay, really awkward. Maybe if I get hydras out, I don't know if he's going for a killing blow here or if he's just trying to kill that wall. He's just chasing these workers.
We require more Vespine gas. Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our drones are under attack. We require more Vespine gas. Our drones are under attack.
You know, looking like game. It is the unfortunate truth. Maybe if I hadn't spent all my larvae, but I don't think I would have had enough money to get that many hydras out. The hydras were just slow and I just didn't do enough damage to the wall. I feel like banelings don't do that much damage to queens, but maybe I'm wrong. If the amount that I'd had would have just killed that queen, that would have been fine. Maybe I should have just used it to immediately try to pop an Evo chamber though. Just pop it and run through up his ramp. I feel like I should know all of this already. I feel like these are problems that I've encountered, but like, I don't know, just haven't committed it to memory. Play one more game here. Like, I feel like it wouldn't take too long to get Hydra's out if I skipped speed or something along those lines. But skipping speed is kind of bad, because speedlings are pretty good. You know, this game's pretty hard, man. It's pretty cool, though. Feels good to play it well. That's something I will say.
We require more minerals.
Why do I keep going down to this base? No, wait, what? What the fuck?
We require more minerals.
The weird thing is that isn't the first time I've done that. I did that last game too. Why? Why am I hitting 3 there and doing that? Whatever. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Whatever's going on. Okay, pool's a little bit late. Gas is probably a little bit slow. But I can get everything going here still. Jerry taking his sweet time. Get this gas fully online. I'll just pull 2 workers over. I feel like getting the gas online quickly is important. I could also start doing Niduses a lot more again. That would be something to get good at. It seems like a popular strategy in high-level Zerg play. Considering that the way that it's like generally played for most races in most matchups is to build a wall in front of your base. I mean, makes sense.
Spawn
Need more overlords, I guess. Oh yeah, I did. I guess I forgot one. I didn't lose one. I'm actually confused about this supply block. I can't remember the last time I was blocked at 28. What one did I miss? Was it like the early game one? But then I would have been blocked earlier, I feel like. I'm confused. Whatever. Go build the Baneling nest. This guy's a Zerg player. For some reason, I thought he was a Terran.
Not enough energy.
That's a lot of Zerglings. That's a lot of spoofing. I gotta get some of my own out there.
Metamorphosis complete. Not enough energy.
Oh fuck. I didn't pull them away fast enough. That's probably just game. Dude, that's so shit. I won't have time to build more queens. This is gonna die before more units came out. I can at least spend the larva on wings. Actually, build a bunch of Banes, spend my gas. Whatever gas I've spent, I gotta move over to these guys, start building more, start running my shit out, try to do some damage with those Banes.
Our forces are under attack.
More overlords. I feel like that's a good thing to be at supply cap in a situation like this. It means that I'm at least got a fighting force of sorts. Can I take this down? That'd be crazy. Okay, so I did like a bunch of damage there. I stopped his second base from coming up. Mine is still at like a not good amount of workers, but adequate. I can move over to this. I need to start getting more gas if I can. Start getting this back online. Spread creep where I can get good access. Go build like, go try to cancel this again. Oh, okay. Well, he had banelings in front, which makes sense. I need to upgrade this. I'm not going to have enough of an army here if I don't get up to tier 2 or something along those lines. Maybe I can get upgrades in the waiting, but I won't have enough gas right away. Mostly just got to pump up this base and pump up my economy. Probably should have built one of those Evo chambers like here as an actual wall piece. Should be getting kind of close to supply caps, so I'm just going to build a couple overlords.
We require more Vespine gas. Not enough energy. Not enough energy.
Build a queen on this base, get this gas online. That guy tried to sneak in. I'm up to tier 2, so I can eventually get hydras here.
Mineral field depleted.
Start moving workers over here, pump up this base while I wait for the hydra den.
Not enough energy.
And then I just need to bank up larvae here, basically, until I can do something with the hydras. Or until I can spawn them, basically. He's moving out now, though. Means I need that den to finish.
We require more
Build as many hydras as I can. Move my queens down here.
Our forces are under attack.
This base is gonna die, which is unfortunate.
Mineral field depleted. We require more Vespine gas.
Okay, I bought time to get my hydras out, so I'm not as worried anymore. I can move a bunch of these workers down to this base because I'm running out of minerals at my main. This base is still pretty kinda, you know, out of it. To rebuild a queen over here if I can. That's a lot of baneling damage.
We require more minerals.
Gonna try to do some damage of my own if I can. Looks like he's spreading down this way. I can't just keep playing reactively in this situation. I need to do something to make him stay on his side of the map.
We require more minerals.
managed to actually kill that. That's pretty good value. Fighting on his creep probably isn't great. He's only on 2 bases though. That's way too many spines. I think I win though. Like, pretty sure. Pretty easily too. Cancel that again. Just get back up the ramp. And that's game. Alright, so I managed to actually get a win here. Just quickly pivoting into Hydras turned out to be the right call when I saw that he was sending out his lings a little bit faster than I was. And I managed to hold off the first attack. Not well, but I want to say it didn't go that bad, but honestly I feel like he should have won the game. So I'll take what I can get. I won. You know, I'll give myself played well under pressure, you know? Anyways, thanks for joining me for some Starcraft 2. Drop a like on the video if you stuck around this long. Hit that sub button if you want to see more Starcraft. And have a lovely morning, noon, or night. Peace.